Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Majin Cooks in the building. Now, look, today, I have an interesting video for you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not really my usual type of beat. You know what I'm saying? Because you see by the screen right here, we got Bernie Sanders on this past weekend with Theo Vaughn. Look, I'm not a political commentator. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit about politics. I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? All I do is watch podcasts all day and laugh. Comedians. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Theo Vaughn for having Bernie on here so it could get a nigga like me some more insight in what's actually happening in my great country, right? So now I was watching this video and this shit blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to further the discussion. You know what I'm saying? The only way I can is by recording this idiot ass video. Now, you know, this video, I might be jumping a lot of places. I might going here and there. You might see a couple skips, couple cuts in here. But guess what, bitch? Shut the fuck up. Pussy is cooks, nigga.
Can I pick up on your point?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I believe we are the only nation on earth, major nation, wealthy nation, that does not guarantee health care to all people. Okay?
All right, let's see. Nations with universal health care. China has universal health care. Cuba. These niggas had universal health care since 1912, bro. Can we as a nation get on that?
Get in your car, go 50 miles where you are sitting right now in Burlington, Vermont. You have a terrible automobile accident. You're in the hospital for a month in Canada. You know what the bill is when you come out? Zero.
Nothing.
Okay. Do you know how much the Canadians spend per person on healthcare compared to us? 1/2 as much. They spend half as much. You don't take out your wallet.
Let me get this straight, right? How'd that make sense? How per person they spend less on healthcare than we do? And not everyone here has healthcare. How'd that make sense? You don't know what like how does So let's say, right, you have 8 people USA, 8 people Canada, right? Now how do that make sense? We spend here, let's say it's $5 per person, it's $40 on some bullshit, right? $20? How does that make sense? We make more money than Canada. That's what that means. So instead of paying $5, what's 8 divided by 20? I don't fucking know, bro. What, 2.5? Someone do research. I don't know if that's true or not, nigga. I'm just talking.
You want, okay? I believe in that type of system. They
I believe it too.
Healthcare to all of their people.
Mm-hmm.
It's publicly funded the way we fund police departments, fire departments, and libraries, okay? You got to pay taxes for it. But at the end of the day, it is less expensive for your healthcare. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're a proponent for healthcare for all, right?
I absolutely.
And yes, and you always have been. And but how the system seems so rigged because you have like one of the number one causes of bankruptcy in America is medical debt, right?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Preach.
Like people can't, people, they go in, they don't even know the cost. They sign an agreement that they're going to be billed later, right?
Yo, bro, how insane is that? You don't even know how much this shit costs in the hospital, bro. How insane is that, bro? Like, let's be 100. How insane. Yo, imagine you have cancer, bro. You have this treatment, bro. If you don't take this treatment, you're gonna die. 20 bands. How you gonna pay 20? It's either you die because you pay 20 bands and you can't afford shit, or you die because you didn't pay 20 bands because you can't afford it.
It's like, and then they get the bill and it's astronomical, and they spend the rest of
20 minutes.
their life literally a slave to the healthcare system or to the medical billing system or the dealing with their insurance, and not to mention they're sick. So
And they're sick, bro. How you gonna work? Have you ever tried to work while you have chemo? I haven't, and I can imagine it's fucking AIDS. Not really literally AIDS, but it's probably AIDS.
added stress of that, it just feels like something so much better could be done.
You know, that is so pathetic and so sick and so cruel. I mean, we did a hearing on this, and roughly speaking, and I know the viewers will think this is like hard to believe. Half of the people who are dealing with cancer, now cancer is a terrible disease, right? Your point.
100%.
You're struggling for your life, right?
Bad, yeah,
Maybe you
bad.
make it, maybe you don't. You got radiation, chemotherapy, bad stuff, right? Half the people who get cancer treatment either end up in bankruptcy or utilizing all of the financial resources of the family. They're depleted. They're broke. So imagine that. You go into the hospital, doctors say,
Imagine you get cancer and then and then you're broke. Another struggle to deal with.
"Oh, sorry, you got cancer, terrible. You're worried to death, right? Your friends, your family are worried. And then on top of that, what are you worried about?
Money.
Oh, my God. What, am I going to have to sell my house? Or I have to go bankrupt in order to pay medical bills? That is insane.
Insanity.
And it adds, if you're trying to deal with cancer, then you got to worry about financial stress. Think it's going to make your condition any better?
No, the worst. You spend half your day, you can't even, in the insurance companies, it's all a rigmarole. It's constant stress. But how is it set up like that? Like, what is the gimmick between insurers and the hospital? That's the thing I don't know. What's going
All
on?
right, take it a step. Let's take a step further.
Okay.
Let me talk about the Canadian system. All right.
Okay.
Simple
Let's talk about Canada. How does
You
Canada
pay
do it?
taxes. And progressive. The more you make, the more you pay. But everyone pays taxes. All right. End result is you walk into the hospital, you sign your name, you got all the treatment you need. And it's good quality health care. You don't have to argue with insurance companies. You get the care that the doctors think you need. End of discussion. And in my view, that's the way it should be. We spend
Yo, you know how crazy the arguing with insurance is, bro? How you gotta argue with insurance that you pay, bro? How you gotta argue with insurance that you pay, bro? You know what's even crazier, bro? My mom got her wisdom teeth taken out, and the insurance couldn't pay it. They didn't want to pay it, but she pays the insurance. If you pay for insurance, I believe you can use it.
It's not just that the insurance companies make huge profits. They do. Not just they pay their CEOs exorbitant salaries, which they do. Everybody's got to fill out 1,000 different forms, right? Goes crazy. Filling out forms to see what you're entitled to, what you're not entitled to.
The amount of forms, bro. I'm the firstborn U.S. citizen generation in my family, bro. These beaters don't speak English, bro. You know how many forms I have to fill out? I have to fill out my parents' form, my mom, my dad, mine, my brother, my other brother, because they're lazy fucks. Like, what, bro?
Deductibles, right?
Yeah, the bureaucracy. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Is that called bureaucracy? Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right, so look, you may have health insurance, but I just talked to a person the other day. We had a meeting. You know what their deductible was? $13,000. What does that mean? It means that the first $13,000 of illness they got to pay out of their own pocket. How many people can make $13,000? So if you get hit by a truck,
How your deductible $13,000 if you pay for insurance? That don't make no sense. How you pay monthly, but you have to pay the first $13,000?
you run up $1 million bill, yeah, the insurance companies will kick in,
Yeah.
presumably. All right, so the whole idea that healthcare in America, unlike every other major country, all right, go to Europe, go to Canada, go to many Latin American countries, it is a bloody right, not a privilege, and that's what I think it should be. So we have a system
Amen.
that works very well for the insurance companies and the drug companies. In some cases, you're going to pay 10 times more for medication in America than they do in other countries.
He's not even lying, bro. I had a professor in college, bro, who used to drive, no, not even drive, take a plane ticket to Mexico to get glasses, bro. Because he didn't have insurance, and the glasses, it was cheaper to get a plane ticket and buy the glasses in Mexico. Nigga, he's from Massachusetts.
That's a whole other story we're trying to deal with right now. But it's a corrupt system benefiting the people who own it, not the ordinary American. You go out on the street, say to people, do you think healthcare is a human right? All people in America should have it? Yeah, we do.
I
That's
dare
what I'm
niggas say
fighting
no.
And then who are the lobbyists that are against that then?
What do you think? Guys from the insurance companies and the drug companies.
Okay, and then what politicians work with those? Like, why don't we know what politicians are cheating us so that we don't have them in anymore?
All right, you're a smart guy. You tell me, how often have you heard a discussion in this country about how broken the healthcare system is and comparing it to other countries?
A lot.
All right, you've heard a lot about this?
Well, I mean, I think I hear a lot about, I look into it a lot.
All right, you look into it, but how many people even know that we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee healthcare to all people? So when people say, oh, Bernie Sanders is a radical idea, he thinks everybody should have healthcare. Really? That exists in Canada, exists in France, in England, in Denmark, in Sweden.
Yeah.
Is this country not for the people, bro? Should we not have healthcare for the people, bro? In the country for the people?
Every bloody country on earth, virtually, rich country. So it's not a radical idea.
Even Mars, I heard they have health care there now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, some people would say that the argument against that would be that then there's less personal responsibility to take care of yourself, right?
We don't even have personal responsibility over here, bro. We got fat bitches running everywhere, bro. Talking about, oh, I love my body, I'm fat.
But do you?
Really?
But that would be in other countries
And in other countries, they're already skinnier, bro. How'd that make no? That don't make no sense.
anyway, right? That would be in
What is
anywhere.
first, if God forbid you or I came down with a serious illness tomorrow, am I going to blame you for coming down with cancer? I mean, is that a personal responsibility?
It's a good point. Yeah, probably not. That might just be kind of a
And look,
ghost of an argument.
and but to pick up on that point, what should one of the priorities of a good healthcare system be? It should be to try to keep people healthy. So it should encourage people to have good diet, to do exercise, to stay
Yeah.
away from, addictive stuff, right?
That's
Do
what I'm
we
saying.
do a particularly good job on that? Not so much. Because
No!
where do the insurance companies make their money? Hey, if you're really sick, pretty good.
Yeah.
We keep you healthy.
See what he said there? You see what he said there?
Not so much.
You see what he said there? You see what he said there? You see what he said there? Look. You see what he said there? You see what he said there? Hold on. Hold the phone. My brother. How do I delete this? How do I use?
What should one of the priorities of a good healthcare system be? It should be to try to keep people healthy. So it should encourage people to have good diet, to do exercise, to stay away from, addictive stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Do we do a particularly good job on that? Not so much. Because where do the insurance companies make their money? Hey, if you're
From
really
the sick.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is right here. Conspiracy theory on 1,000. Look, let me tell you right now. Everything I'm about to say is either true or not true. So bear with me. You have three things here, right? You have big pharma, right? Then you have the government, right? And now here, this is where it really comes crazy. 3, you have fat bitches. Now, let me show you the cycle of why we're fucked, right? Now, first you have fat bitches. I did this out of order, right? But whatever. Let's start with fat bitches. You know what? Let's start with Big Pharma. First, you have Big Pharma, right? Now, Big Pharma has moolah, because, they're Big Pharma, right? You know what I'm saying? Insurance, da-da-da. All right. Big Pharma then lobbies the government, you know what I'm saying? So they could keep all their things in place, you know what I'm saying? All their moves. They're playing chess, not checkers, bro. They keep all their, all their policies, all their Big Pharma, no healthcare. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking everyone. It don't matter because we're giving you money. We're giving you power. You like it, right? Okay. Now, The government, in turn, does nothing to keep the fat bitches skinny, right? Because the government goes, we don't care. Not even we don't care. You know what they do? You know what they do? They push agendas that go, love your body, right? You know why? Let me tell you why. Because it keeps the fat bitches fat, right? And you know what happens when the fat bitch is fat, right? They gotta go to Big Pharma, because guess what happens when you're fat? You're sick. You get sick easier, right? So then Big Pharma is out here making more money because the government is keeping fat bitches fat. And in turn, then, the fat bitches vote for the people, because instead of saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, instead of arguing about, oh, why everyone's fat, you know what I'm saying? Most people are talking about, oh, you know, we need a gender, whatever, gender this, you know what I'm saying? Oh, teachers, transgender teachers, you know what I'm saying? Transgenders. Now, I'm not transgenders in sports. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not against none of that shit. I'm not homophobic, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Do what you do, suck a dick like a pussy. I don't care, right? But to be voting for people because of that, bro? Like, are you that selfish, bro? Like, the fat bitches are voting for the same people that push the fat bitches agenda to keep it fat. Then the government goes, I don't care, because Big Pharma is giving me money, and Big Pharma is like, oh, keep being fat. So then we're just fucked in America because people are fat and the government does nothing about it. Because you know what they could do? What Bernie said. Give everyone health care. Tell everyone to push be a diet. Yo, bro, when's the last time you went to the doctor? If you're fat, let's be honest. Let's say you're fat, right? They push pills. Ozempic. With 80,000 side effects to keep you coming back to Big Pharma. To keep you coming back. How you get 37 side effects for a thing that's going to eliminate one thing? And you know why it's legal? Because the government said so. Because the government doesn't care. All they care about is power and money. So then the only people getting fucked are the fat bitches. The fat bitches getting fucked, and they don't care because they're fat. They have no discipline. I'm fat, but I have more discipline.
And if we don't get it back, I worry about the future of this country.
Yeah, we can. That is kind of a bigger topic. I've heard you talk about the 32-hour work week, man. It's intriguing. When
32-hour work
I heard
week,
that,
bro.
I'm like, I'm in. You know.
I'm fucking in.
I tell you,
Are you in 32-hour work week? Hold on, let's see what's happening.
it got a lot of response.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think there was a poll. I don't know if it was a Newsweek. I don't know where it was. That yeah, the 32-hour work week, and one of the reasons behind it is why.
Okay, here's why. All right, let me back it up a little bit.
Okay,
All right, I'm going to ask you a question. Are you ready for a tough question?
let's do it.
All
Let's do it, bro.
Over
go,
the last
Bernie!
50 years, 50 years.
Pause it, bro, because I disconnected my monitor.
All right. Over the last 50 years.
Last 50 years.
50 years.
5-0.
Massive changes in technology, right? 50 years ago, they didn't have this stuff. Worker productivity has gone way up, right? So you're a worker now playing with technology, machinery, whether it's
I'm
a computer,
following.
whether
You
it's,
follow?
you know,
You follow? Last 50 years, you know what I'm saying? We got computers. You know what I'm saying? Now output is being put more into work.
factory technology. You're producing a lot more, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of real...
Oh, you're producing more because you have machines that can help you.
Exactly.
Mean. Got it. Okay.
Right. Much more, by the way.
Right.
Okay.
So a machine can do the work of 30 men in a day.
You got
it.
Whatever it may be. Okay.
You got
In
it?
term, despite all of that, increased worker productivity, is the worker of today, in real inflation accounted for dollars, making more or less money than that worker was doing, or a similar type worker 50 years ago? What's the answer?
I would say less.
So
During the last few questions we experienced sometimes with difficulty to our microphones, we apologize for changing sound.
less based on inflation and everything. The workers making less now than they were then.
In real dollars. Yeah, we're called real dollars. Inflation accounted for dollars.
Real dollars. Okay.
How insane is that if that worker is now producing so much more than the year she did.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So now if a worker is operating a machine and that machine is doing the work of 20 workers, then why isn't there some benefit to the worker?
You would think that guy's making, owner's making more money.
Are you following what this nigga is saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Let's be 100, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's go back to paint. Look, I know some of you are idiots like me, so let me put this in idiot terms, right? Let's say you have a guy named Bob, right? And a guy named Bobby, right? So we're going to call this Bob. We're going to call this guy Bobby, right? Now, Bob is from, let's say, 1947, and Bobby works here in 2024, right? So, Bob and Bobby, right? Now, these guys have the same job, right? You with me so far? Bob and Bobby, 1947, 1924. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they pick apples, every day. That's their job, right? You know, 1947, you know what I'm saying? He's picking apples. In 2024, he's picking apples, right? Now, in 1947, this man picked 6 apples, right? You know what? Let me backtrack. Hold on. Bobby didn't pick apples yet. 1947, this guy picked up 6 apples, and each apple was $1, right? Because that's, apples like $1. That's $6, right? So he just did a work of $6. Let's say he gets a product that he gets $2, motherfucker, right? Now, Bobby in 2024, this nigga now has a ladder. He has an Apple magnet, bro. Like, this man has a Vegeta Scouter on. Like, this nigga is on 1,000. So Bobby, you know what I'm saying, picks a bajillion, gazillion, million, havillion, dadillion apples a day, right? Compared to Bob in 1947, right? The output is larger because this man has all these gadgets, these Inspector Gadgets, gizmos, whizmos. So you telling me he picks $80,000, and due to inflation, because obviously his output is more than this man from 1947, this nigga gets like $4, $2 more for a gabillion, billion, jamillion more apples? Obviously, he's making less, bro. That don't make no sense.
Right? Hey, you're producing a lot more.
Yeah.
Or widgets or whatever.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, got it? Okay, make it less. Where did all that money go? Well, who benefited from
Oh,
it?
the big
Who benefits? Let me tell you something. Johnny Appleseed is the company they're working for. Johnny Appleseed. Let me write it here. Johnny Appleseed is the one, because over here Johnny made a profit of $4, right? But guess how much he made over here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. This nigga made a profit of $16. 4 times the money.
Over that same period of time, there was a study that there was a 50 trillion untypical redistribution of wealth to your bottom 90% to the top 1%. So, getting back to the 32-hour work week, it's a simple idea. If you are a worker producing a hell of a lot more than was the case 50 years ago, you should benefit from that increased technology. And one of
Obviously.
the breakout people, as you mentioned a moment ago, living under a lot of stress, right? If you can lower that work week without loss of pay,
Right, so you're saying that there needs to be some kickback to them because that's if everybody's earning more, if the company's earning more.
If the company's earning more, obviously give some to your people.
Yeah, some of the greed, it's just scary, man.
It's just greed, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just scary. I want to get into. Oh wait, but what about? Would you have to raise the pay of people then? Oh, I guess you would because they're.
but if you reduce, what we're doing here is reducing the work week, which is from 40 to 32, which, by the way, has not been changed since 1944.
Yeah, and that's when people had to do crops and everything.
Since 1944, we haven't changed the work week, bro? People, wake up. Like, wake up. And I'm not saying woke, like, be woke. Like, but actually, abres los ojos, bro. What is happening, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna act like here like I'm all high and mighty, bro. I'm a fucking idiot, bro. But even I understand this shit, bro. What the fuck is happening, bro? Can we take back our life, bro? I just came from work, bro, and I'm dying, bro.
Yeah, people were snitting by lightning bug.
So we are a much wealthier nation now, but I want that wealth to be distributed a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way,
We're almost done. Yep.
Alright, well, this should sound weird, but that's what I'm gonna have for today, bro. I'm gonna make this a quick video, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm behind those 2 topics. I really wanted to express my concern with them, because you know what I'm saying? This is where I get my news from, you know, and I'm not really active in all this shit, but this is for the people that aren't as active as me, though. And you know, if you feel like me, I've been feeling like this is, I don't know, I hit my breaking point, I think. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just spreading the knowledge here. You know what I'm saying? Big Pharma, the work week, all of it is insane for real, and it starts with us. You know what I'm saying? As people, so just pay more attention is what I'm really gonna say here, bro. Just pay more attention. Try to, at least, you know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be hard sometimes, you know, people have stress in their lives or whatever, but pay more attention. Alright. I'm out. Deuces.